So today we're playing kind words again, and I purposely left out the music so we can concentrate on the gameplay. So we start by pushing the pencil, clicking the pencil, and looking at today's requests. The first person says, "My sis brought back baby animals and suddenly left. I missed school because I woke up late from staying up and because I have to feed the animals. She hasn't answered her phone, so I don't know if I pissed her off by accident. If she leaves, it's because I pissed her off or she's agitated by roommates." I will write the reply to why. Clear. In my view, you have done nothing wrong to piss anyone off. You looked after the animals for her, which is a really kind thing to do. You skipped school because of this. So she's lucky to have you as a sister, I guess. Don't feel bad. There's no need to. In my view, you did yourself a bit short by skipping school. So, and I will add a lovely sticker for you. So, little frog to cheer her up. And I will send the letter, which is sent by Santa's little helper. And I really hope she will feel better after my note. Second request of today. I'm 26 and I do have a lot of friends, but most of them live in different countries and are very busy, and the ones who aren't are also busy with work. I'm currently unemployed, and because I have nothing to do, I keep wondering if it's normal not to have friends to hang out or chat with. Given the situation, and you have a lot of friends, I don't think that's the case because, well, you are obviously a person that's able to make a lot of friends, and they live in different countries, so it's normal you can't hang out with them as much as you would love to. And because you're unemployed and they are busy with work, well, that's also an obvious reason. Well, if you are currently unemployed, maybe it's a good idea, but I'm sure you're already doing that, to look for a job. So, or talk with other people in the same situation so that you can refer notes and maybe make new friends But don't ever forget about your old friends. Keep up with your friendships and try to contact your friends as much as possible, dropping them notes if they are abroad, things like that. Keep in touch, go on a course, keep yourself busy, try to find situations that can help you. So I will now put it in a note. So I just said all that. So given that you're unemployed, it's natural that you can't keep up with friends that are working. Take the opportunity to find new things to do and maybe make new friends without neglecting the old friendships. Which kind of sticker would I send here? Or friendship sticker? Which would be a nice friendship. That would be a nice friendship sticker. Send the note. So up we go to the next note. It says, am I doing something wrong? I have a few friends, but none that I have a close bond with. No one reciprocates the way I do, and it feels like they don't find me interesting enough to spend the effort to. I want to be alone and keep to myself now. Okay, seems like a natural feeling to have. And since it takes a reciprocal situation to have friends, well, it doesn't have to be your fault or that the other people are at fault, that you just don't have anything in common. So would you want to be friends with people that you don't click with? No, Do you want to keep yourself to yourself? Yes, that's natural too, but what will I reply? This doesn't necessarily mean that you are doing something wrong. You're doing something wrong. For people to become friends, there must be a click at both ends. If things aren't reciprocal, it means friend becoming friends isn't meant to be. It feels natural to want to keep yourself to yourself. You might want to take the time to get to know yourself a little better. Spending time alone can be healing too. Take good care. And a nice sticker for you too. So. Thank you, Santa's little helper. The deer looks like Santa's little helper. It's nearly Christmas. Not nearly Christmas, but yeah, about 2 months. People are already talking about Christmas. You might wanna ask yourself, why am I taking so many requests? Why do I always take requests on kind words? Well, it's like I've taken that sort of requests all my life. I'm a retired social worker, and it just comes natural to me when I read these kind of notes. I just want to help people when possible, and mostly it is possible to help people. And when I can, I will write a helpful note. So let's take a look at this note. It says, I'm just exhausted. Last year was terrible. Separation and lost my dad. Sometimes I feel like giving up. I wasn't a depressed person, but because of last year and this year, uncertainty and waiting, I found myself more anxious, sad and unstable. Well, in my point of view, there is something I can write to you. It's only natural in that situation. In that situation, to feel somewhat depressed. There has been a lot of things going on in your life that doesn't mean that you're a depressed person by nature. Sorry for my typos, because it's natural to feel depressed and things are happening to you. Allow your feelings to take their course for the time being. Okay? Anxiety is natural when you lose people dear. Do you whether it's due to separation or a death in the family? How long you will feel like this is not something that can be measured in a number of months. When your feelings persist, to seek professional help. So take good care of yourself. Add a sticker on the cuddly thing. Send to this person. Not a banana, that's not good. This is a cute squid, so yeah, cuddly squid. I'll send this cuddly squid. So, kind words is supposed to be a game, but in my view it's a bit like the gamification of social work. And it allows people to connect over the internet in a meaningful way and in a kind way, and this is very rare during these awkward times we're living in, so that's why I like this game so much. So over to the next one. Unit exams in a week. Any study tips for a high-tier procrastinator? I usually trust myself to catch up within a few days of deadlines, but I hate relying on that. What can you do? Well, if you're a high-tier procrastinator, I do have a few tips for you. As a procrastinator myself, I would suggest you do the up. Start structuring your notes ASAP and make a summary of your subjects. That way you are familiar with your courses, and in the long run it takes less time to study, which highly reduces your stress levels. Good with your exams. And what will we send? A cup of coffee, maybe. Not a banana or a dipping jar, no. Weird, there's no books that I can send, no pens, no paper, no computer, sticker. I will stick to the cup of coffee and I'll send the note. The next one. I get to see my boyfriend in December. We're long distance, and I've only met in person 2 times, but we've been dating for 6 years. I get to spend the whole week with him over Christmas break. I'm just so excited. Anyone have Christmas date ideas? Kisses, kisses, kisses. Jay. Okay, dear Jay. Long distance, only seen each other 2 times in 6 years. That's a long time. I've been in long distance relationships, but not that I've seen persons, only the person that I had a relationship with only 2 times for 6 years. Christmas date ideas. I would just say get to know yourself in person more. I said persons, but I've had 2 long distance relationships, kind of long distance. But we saw each other once a fortnight or every 3 weeks. That's quite something else, but I sort of can relate to this. So I will do my best. In your case, I wanted to write in your case, and I wrote cause, like your in case in one word, which doesn't work, of course. In your case, I would say try to do something that will allow yourselves to get to know each other in real life. Seeing isn't. Wow, I have to write this again. Person 2 times in 6 years isn't the same as having contacts over the internet or on video calls. Do any type of activity that allows for quality time together. Good. To the both of you. A little bird. I'm really feeling sad these days, and I really don't know why. It's like whatever happens, it always makes me feel down. I try to cheer up and keep a positive mindset. Ooh. Hey, think this. I get the feeling you might be suffering from seasonal depression. It's the time of year after all. You say you don't know why, but it wouldn't hurt to find out if anything happened that triggered your feelings. It may be the weather or the shortening days. Try to monitor how you feel, and if things do don't get better, contact your GP or family, a doctor who refer you to a therapist when necessary. So I want to cheer you up, so find something cute for you. I don't know about texturized soy in my diet. I want to include texturized soy in my diet. Could you tell me any recipe? I don't know about recipes. Texturized soy makes me think of tofu or corn, but I don't have the recipe for that, so sadly I have to go to the next one. It says, right now I feel very fragile. I don't want to talk to anyone. Every word is hurtful. I'm actually very guarded. Inside I'm pierced with hurt, unstable and extremely tired. I really want to feel understood, even though I can't open up at the moment. Dear M. If you mention in your note that on top of your problems you feel very tired. Is there a reason for this? Because feeling tired may be the of on guard and introverted. Any case, it's good that you open up here. I don't know where you are, but in my view, you are in need of a therapist who can pinpoint the initial problem, which is hard to do over the internet. Okay, I really feel for them. but I also feel that I'm not the right person to help them, because I'm on the other end of the world, probably at, at the other end of a computer, and they need more than just a few kind words. So that's why I want to refer them. Maybe it's a good idea that after I've answered these notes, that I go through this app again, and that I'll show you their resources. So also for my viewers, that they can see the resources that are on offer or are highlighted by kind words. Thank you, little helper, for sending the note. Does anyone have advice on talking with somebody when having a bipolar disorder episode? I have talked to people with bipolar disorder in the past, frequently, and it can be exhausting. But every person with bipolar disorder is different, so it's really difficult to give particular advice in this situation. Depending on their mood, dealing with them can be exhausting, and it can lead to quite lengthy conversations too. If this is a loved one or a person you are particularly close to, you might know which meds they're taking. Meds are really important in this case, because you do need them. Yeah. And it's important that they can be put into contact with their psychiatrist. The highs or lows. Okay. Also something that can't be dealt with online or by social workers, so they need specialist help, and that's why I tell them to seek specialist help. And thank you, Santa's Little Helper, too, for sending the note. I know I can. Oh, my husband and I love each other very much, but I have a lot of mostly communication issues. What to do if there is if one partner isn't open to counseling, then counseling isn't the road to go to. But I have some idea, maybe some idea that can help. So let's reply. Parties isn't open to counseling. There's no point in taking that avenue yet. What you can do is try to observe how you do communicate. How you do communicate, and in doing so, find a way to get in so you can open a new door, so to speak. Also, take a look at the resources in this app. Because you obviously need help yourself to keep going. Good care. We've been there, so we can go back and let's explore this app a little further. Okay, I got a new sticker. Wrapped it all. Mail dear sticker. Okay. A new sticker. Means I love you, and I do love you. That's nice. Okay. Back. See the little things flying here? You can read them. This is my first day playing the game. This is such an awesome community. Glad to see this. because I'm playing for years and I still think it's a lovely community. So let's go back and write a little, I think, been throwing a lot of requests this evening, and I hope I was able to either help people or get them on the right track. People deserve to get some DLC. So I wrote another. Here's a 90 just for you. Aha! What there is this game going on that people are just sending hugs and counting the hugs. And sometimes you find number 90, sometimes you find number 211, but that's number 90, hug number 90. Okay, something else to see? Hey, whoever reads this, I want you to know that you're doing incredible. If you feel like you haven't done anything, you just continue to exist day to day, which is just amazing, and I hope that your future is as amazing as you. That's really kind to say. And I feel still privileged to be on this game. So I could make a request myself, but I won't do this at this moment because I don't write down 63 if you see it. Okay. I will. Okay. Say nice things. 63. When you see this, please. 64. Okay, send. You're welcome. There are a lot of paper. Ah, that's always lovely. You're so beautiful. You are too. Maybe I could write a haiku to everyone. Beautiful people, beautiful people are every Where are every where the wind blows. Gentle. These gentle breezes. I love haiku, so haiku. So I sent a haiku. Okay. Say at the bottom of the screen here you can see the mental health resources. Let's see. What they say. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You don't have to go through everything by yourself. Take this. Okay, take this is a website. Got the tools, and it's for the US specifically. Okay. Checkpoint and Wikipedia's lists of suicide crisis lines. Those sites are around the world. Specific care, self-care, therapy, voice calls, texting apps, websites. You've got a lot of options to get help for a lot of different burdens. If you are in the USA, you can get 24-hour free confidential help. Okay. But a lot of people going on this app are no longer from the US. I'm in Western Europe, and I'm helping people in English from Western Europe and onwards. So, yeah, that's a pity. I will take a look at the Wikipedia list of suicide crisis lines, but okay. It's a start. What I also see on this app is most people they write in English, some do in Spanish, which is to be expected in the US, and a lot of people over the world know Spanish. It's a language that's used a lot as an intermediate language. So if you write in English or Spanish, mostly people will answer to you. There will be someone who is able to answer to you. But over the last days, when I was still doing tests before going live, I found notes in Polish, in Turkish, in Indonesian, in Tagalog, and yes, you can't expect people that are in English-speaking language, that are in English-speaking countries or are English speakers or English as a second language speakers to know other second languages as well. So maybe it might be a good idea to, if you are in a country that isn't an English-speaking country and you don't speak English or another intermediate language that is known all over the world, then it would be good to write your note using a translator app and paste it onto your note and then send it, and do the same with the answer that you get in your inbox. So also about privacy and safety, what is said here in the app: the server stores the first letter of the name you gave the deer, your IP address, your messages. That's normal. Your save file, kindwords.json, contains your auto-generated username and password. If you lose it, you will have to start fresh. Okay. All messages are stored on a secure server and will not be exposed or used for any purposes outside of kind words. I do believe that, because I'm also active on the Discord of kind words as a normal user. I'm not in any ways affiliated to kind words. I'm only a person who likes to help in kind words. However, if a message indicates a possibility that a person may do harm to themselves or others, or contains harassment, we may contact relevant authorities. That's only fair, I guess. And I mean, I'm sure that's only fair, that's only natural that the people from Pop Cannibal will do that, because it's only the responsible thing to do. Well, other thing is, kind words does everything possible to keep things private. There are sometimes users who give away their full name, and when that's the case, I would have reported them, because that's just not the way to go about things, and it's against all helpline etiquette, because the confidentiality is gone, the secrecy, the professional secrecy of people counseling normally is gone, and while this is not a professional tool to seek counseling, I am glad to see that they somewhat abide by the rules taken into account by professionals, by mental health professionals, by social workers, by psychologists, by psychiatrists. They will never disclose someone's name. I never will disclose my name here, and I have never done so, and I will never do so while acting online and helping people in this way. So about writing of requests, it says it can be hard to share your problems. Sometimes the pain is clear, and other times you don't really understand why you're upset. Go ahead and let it out. If you want to make it easy for people to reply, consider directly asking if people have experienced something similar. Most people do that. Talking about your gut feelings, describing your own behaviors that you don't like, and please remember, protect yourself from strangers online by not sharing information that could identify you. And that's what happened just a few days ago, and that's what I reported to Kind Words. So please don't put your name under a note. That's just not what you do. And writing letters, you've got options. If you don't really understand their problem, maybe you can make them feel better by just replying with sympathy or solidarity. Okay, that's what I mostly do. Sometimes I just skip a note, because if I'm not knowledgeable about a particular problem, though I've got some broad knowledge, I just feel better to skip the note because there are other people online too. And it's in my experience, if you put down a request, multiple people will answer to it. So don't feel bad if you're answering requests on kind words. You don't have to answer if you're not able to. If it's something you can relate to, maybe they'd like to hear how you handled it or just how you felt about it. People might not even be asking for answers, they just want to vent, to be heard. And that's okay. And that's what I agree with. Okay. The feedback button. Supportable. Okay. Okay, I've done that, but you can write a note here. Maybe I will do that on the next session. And I can also go to the back side and look at another nice thing to write. Best of them all. It's Santa's little helper who takes all the time to deliver all the notes to all the lovely people out there. And on this note that I will send now, I will start this session. I will end this session. And I will see you back next week. I hope you enjoyed.